Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for joining me here on Monday, the 28th of March of 2022. A lot is going on, a lot in the world as we know it. Challenging events are taking place. Not warlike, we've actually got a war going on, but dear friends, we knew that end of February was going to be a difficult pocket of energies that we're dealing with, but we've also got the other magical blessings pertaining to Pisces and the area of that chart. So my heart goes out to all those that are in very challenging, difficult, chaotic times in their life, sending out my blessings to them and hoping that all will change very, very soon. That's all we can do, is to send out positive energies to those who need it most at this time. Let's not lose hope. As always, we've got a beautiful new moon coming up now, so in a couple of days. So let's focus on the blessings that could come through more so than what is actually seeming to be really dark and really hard. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, Nine of Swords, yep. Ace of Water and the King of Water. Lots of worries around emotional matters, possible offer. We know that the King of Water, very fluctuating with emotions, can be very Neptunian, quite secretive as well, even though the King of Water is more that Scorpio energy. He's holding the triad, which is that Neptune energy. Remember, Neptune and Jupiter transiting through Pisces. They actually rule the sign of Pisces. The sun is transiting through Pisces. Happy birthday if it's your birthday today. On the last day of winter for the Northern Hemisphere, and for the Southern Hemisphere, the last day of summer. So the energies are shifting. We've got the new astrological year beginning around March 20th. Lots will be changing as we're going through some sort of, I feel like it's a pocket of, the beginning of March, from the beginning of March, which is tomorrow, up until the new astrological year. I feel like it's a pocket of, it can speak to magic, it can speak to a lot of the illusions breaking down, being able to see. There's a sense of oneness in Pisces, my dear friends. Okay, so of course Pisces can be illusory and deceptive, so that's why we've probably got the Nine of Swords here. But remember, we've got the Ace of Water, Ace of Cups here, which is the ability to create something, to begin something. There's a lot of maturity here. There's a lot of fluctuating emotions. Things can be very, not steady, not stable, as we've got like two sides, or two frequencies. On one side we've got Mars, Venus and Pluto in Capricorn, and on the other side we've got that magical energy of Pisces, compassion, love, togetherness. And here in the reading we have a lot of watery energy here, emotional, compassionate, loving, right? Psychic. Trust your intuition, my dear friends. Trust your dreams, whatever you're seeing in your sleep time. Trust any signs and synchronicities that come through, as we do have an offer on the table here, even though there's a lot of anguish and stress still just around the corner. But remember, Nine of Swords is like the ending of a difficult cycle. Let's see And we've got the Two of Water here, Two of Cups. So there is going to be some sort of balance, an agreement. If this is also any matters to do with love, because we've got so much water. We know water speaks to change. It does speak to psychic ability as well. So trust your intuition and what it's telling you, even if things are looking very grim. We do have a King of Cups here and an offer. We go from the 1 to the 2. Now, for some of you, I mean, that's 1, 2, that's 4 cups altogether that we've got on the table, which can speak to mischances, a possibility of revisiting a situation or having a second chance to see something now at this time. It can relate to matters of our emotional security, matters to do with the past as well. And, I mean, 4 of Cups usually speaks to someone not being happy to accept an offer, or that they've got other worries, other things that they're focusing on and not being able to focus on what's at hand right now. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. And we've got the Chariot. So Cancer energies. Cancer, number 7. Again, 7 is a difficult corner that we may be turning, a Saturnian 7-year cycle corner, right? 7 years, 7 fours. Saturn does do a 28, 29 year cycle around the zodiac wheel. So 7 years is like a challenge. It's where changes need to happen. But the Chariot is also, it's very magical. It's Cancer. It speaks to matters to do with the past, the home, our heritage, our country, our place of residence. The Chariot, as we see here, Cancerian energy, sensitivities, nurturing the very motherly possibilities here, and help coming from someone that can provide emotional support, love, security. And we see that there's an overcoming. This is like where there were scattered energies, we are driving that Chariot forward, right? Taking action, maybe also towards what will give us that security, that love, that being provided for. And Cancer, remember, is ruled by the moon, and we've got a very positive new moon in 2-3 days, and we've got an agreement here, some sort of a balancing out with the 2 of Cups. Now, for those of you that, because I'm not reading reversals, where someone has not been nurturing, loving, and supportive, okay, then that could say that we are closing the door on something that was very hard for us. It's a difficult challenge to close that door because we're looking for something that's more balanced, right? And the 2 of Cups, let's say in the reverse, could say that we are empty. We've got nothing else to give. Now, on another note, 2 of Cups in the reverse to me goes back to the Ace of Cups, which is still here. So the offer is on the table. The thing is to be able to accept this agreement, this equal giving and receiving, this soulmate connection, this partnership, is to stop worrying about it and maybe also put an end to something. You've been in an environment where you haven't been happy. That's what the Chariot is saying. It's time to move away from, because the Chariot is a 7. We're coming from the Lovers, so we're needing to make a choice, right? 2 cards have just opened up from the Energy Oracle. Oh, it's 3. So we've got blossoming abundance. We've got the thinking woman, too much thought. We've got indecision. Someone's having difficulty, obviously, making a decision. But once they do make that decision, there's some sort of an acceptance that if you're dealing with someone that is very undecided on taking a new path, on starting a new journey, because there's so much pertaining to endings and new beginnings, especially in the Piscean chapter of our lives. Pisces is the 12th house, right? There's blossoming abundance around the corner, but a decision needs to be made. 1922, there's that 22, which is the Lenormand Path card. Now, thinking woman could be air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It's more Libra for me. Indecision, again, it's about thought process and abundance, generosity, a possible new beginning. Something is blossoming. There's a lot of promise here with the blossoming card, which is like we see all those flowers. The sun is going to be very strong in Aries, but we're needing to end maybe a karmic chapter where there was just too much thought, no action, no movement. There were stuck energies with the lovers, and that obviously speaks to also a love affair for others of you. Could be a secretive love affair if this is pertaining to romance. And the King of Water, remember, he's mature, he's experienced for many of you. But it could also be that there will be a lot of resolutions, a lot of things that have been unknown, misunderstandings as well, I want to say, with the King of Water. Neptune is, it can be deception or just information missing pertaining to a new beginning, in concern with what it is that we love and what gives us that happiness. So lots of water and air. Water is emotion, air is thought. So trust your emotions, trust your heart, trust your higher self. Let go of the thought, let go of the logic. Sometimes this is not a logical time, my dear friends. It's more about a feeling time. It's an emotional time. We're in Pisces. What's going on? We've got the child, so it could be concerning a child, but the child also speaks to something new. Sometimes it can speak to a lack of maturity. There's the lovers. There is the lovers, and we've got community, oneness, a togetherness. The house. The house is something cold. It's all about that red tape. It's all about it's very similar to the Tower, which is a cold energy. It's someone who is in solitude, someone who's needing to make a decision here pertaining to could be their neighborhood, the people around them, their community. The house I see as someone having to do something, abiding by, their environment and their social life, and where there's been hardships pertaining to love and a possible new beginning because of someone's duties, someone's obligations to the people around them, to their name, to who they are in their community. Let's take a couple more cards on this house card. We've got the pathway that opens. So someone may be changing their minds or making, sort of turning their focus towards another chance, another portal that opens here, which does say obviously that they've been going through a lot of environmental changes emotionally pertaining to their home, their where they're residing. But there's change. It's like a new path opens here, and overcoming challenges, maybe even a house move, because where they were was just too hard, or there was just too much karma, too many blockages, too many must-dos. This is someone moving towards what it is that they love, not what their community, not what their family, the house is someone being maybe in a commitment, but there's a lot of cold energies. there's like a detached energies. I had to do this because of A, B, C, and D. But we also noticed here like a full moon, like, and we see that it's got a lot to do with a nighttime energies. Maybe also that new moon in Pisces and full moon in Virgo. So the 20th of the month, which I spoke of the new astrological year, where that could be the end of the difficulties and ending up a major cycle, a difficult cycle, and maybe being given a second chance with a path opening up, a new path forging towards something else. So letting something die off that was cold, very difficult. This is someone's convictions, someone who was suffering, feeling left out, cold, and burdened. But the pathway opens here, which I like to see. And remember what I said, the 20th is, the sun is going to ingress into Aries, and that's very powerful because the sun is going to be very powerful there. That's the beginning of the blossoming abundance here. Now we're going to have a full moon in Virgo, so it does tie in. The 20th it says here, but on the 18th, around then, is the full moon in Virgo. So not wanting to service, to provide, to work towards something that was very challenging for you, and taking a different path. Remember, I did speak about number 22, which is opportunities coming in. We've got unexpected income that could speak to someone taking action, travel, something that was not expected being, provided, something that will provide you with a sense of security, something long-term. This is like the Ace of Pentacles for me. So even if you've been worried about it, for some of you, this could also speak to a possible reconciliation, if this is a love connection. And we see the stuck energies here with the Lovers. It's a 15, which is the Saturnian energy. Unexpected income, unexpected money, prosperity, or the possibility of that in the future. We start off with the Ace here, which can be a sense of grounding, but it also promises something long-term and promises security as well. So, 28th of March, dear Spirit, or whenever you view this video, this message. So we've got Leo energies. We've got Leo, we've got Libra, we've got Taurus as well. Why am I saying that? We've got a 3 here, which is the Empress. Pluto is also showing up here for me. Gemini, very strong. Cancer. We've also got, yes, Pisces. There is some Earth here through this unexpected income, I feel. So if this is Scorpio, it would be more Taurian energy. I did speak of Virgo as well here, so Capricorn as well. What can I say? Let's see what's going on. We've got the dog, so it speaks to loyalty, obedience, devotion towards a child or a possible new beginning where love is concerned. We've got the love card here as well, so there is friendship and love here as well. Heart matters, but there is the worry. There is the nuance with the mice here, so this could speak to decrease, a sense of not feeling love. There's other people here, lots of other people that are playing a big part in a sense of blocking a love connection or even an agreement, a partnership. This could speak to a sense of financial loss or gossip or other people being involved, and this is what's blocking a love situation. yeah, there's that ending which I spoke about with the nine of air, sort of leaving something, closing up a cycle, not providing any more service to something that did not provide back to you, and taking a new route or a new path that opens, which can be a possible opening towards a particular dream, but it's like a different way of going about your wish fulfillment. So I feel as though it's not about the journey and how you get there. It's that the outcome will be what it is that you hoped for, what it is that you dreamed of, but you need to leave things that have been blocking you, whether it's people, whether it's your thoughts, your perceptions, your worries. And we've got the enemy leaving behind something that was unhealthy, karmic. The snake speaks to Scorpio, and the South Node is transiting through Scorpio. So this could be jealousy, animosity, also people that were in your way, in your life, that were poisonous. This can also speak to very, very dark energies pertaining to blockages. So a sense of jealousy, maybe even dark forces trying to hold you back from your wish fulfillment. But I do see the pathway that opens here. And remember, the snake also speaks to healing. This can speak to medicine, after poison that you're needing to cut out, let go of. The mice, the snake, and the coffin are very Plutonian, very dark energies that we are needing to shed, let go of. The Karma Dharma is taking those reins and moving away from anything that is burdening, tough, cold, right? Having the courage to do that. Let's take another card. And we've got the bear, and this speaks to courage. This speaks to taking charge. Very powerful energies. This is Mars in Aries, and Aries is just around the corner. This is strength. This is a strength of character. And this is someone that can be a protector, someone who's very powerful, someone who is a leader as well, my dear friends, which could be the power. And we've got two 15s, and 15s do speak to the devil, which is some sort of an obsession, needing to sever that difficult cycle that you've been in, but needing to have the courage to do that. Stop thinking, stop being undecided, and know that the power is within us, within you, within our community, to let go of anything that was related to Plutonian energies, those dark energies of Pluto. Let's look at the other side of Pluto, which is transformative. It's self-empowering. Remember the bear here, becoming the elder, the wiser. Saturn is the elder, wiser. And there's possibility for lots that is promised here with that Two of Cups, as long as there is courage and power. And the power we know is within the light, not within the dark energy. Do shift your focus more towards the light. We've got Cancer, lots of Capricorn here that I've mentioned. Cancer, Capricorn. So the power is in between, not putting all your eggs in the same basket, right? Focusing more on your goals, aspirations, your career, or just your home and your safety and your security. The golden solution is halfway. So not being only in that challenging aspect of what's going on in Capricorn with Mars, Pluto, and Venus, and not only on the magic and being in a dreamy energy where you think, oh yeah, everything will be fine. We need to balance out those two energies, and the healthy path is in the middle, not black, not white, not black, not dreamy, not darkness, not light, not the darkness, being in between. So balancing out between the two, right? And that's the watery energy. So we'll be feeling a lot of that. All right, everyone. So I want to take last message. And what I see here before I take a Gaia Oracle is that there was a possible new beginning here, but things played out here with the Lovers. It's decisions pertain. It's difficulty in making decision. Again, it's that, Gemini back and forth indecision, where that is the weakness here of not being able to be firm and grounded and stern and strong about our decision to move forward. And that's where we open the door to other energies coming in. And maybe also the indecision can speak to other matters that are needing to be dealt with right now before we can manifest this new pathway that is opening. Purification, water, emotional cleansing and rejuvenation. Right on. Thank you, Spirit. Number 32, which is a 5, and that's the Hierophant. Hold on to your beliefs. The Hierophant, yes, can be traditional. It can be challenging. It's more so what you hold within your heart, whatever you're hoping and you're wishing. Holding on to the faith that this could be something that can play out. Remember, we're going through a lot of changes, and of course this could also speak to marriage or matters pertaining to religion and our beliefs. But remember that North Node is in Taurus, so we're needing to get uncomfortable, and Uranus being in the alchemical purification that's going on now with this new moon. I'm going to have very positive changes, so looking out for that. Let's read Purification. This card signifies healing and rejuvenation, which comes as a result of emotional cleansing. In the coming days, you may experience some emotional turmoil. That can speak to a lot of tears, shedding that, that emotional imbalance or pain that we've been going through. Deep feelings that I'm going to say you need to look at, because this is also fears and psychological purification also that you need to go through. Right? As we know, with all the lockdowns and the challenges playing out from the beginning of 2020, we've dealt with so much, and it's very understandable that we could be emotionally imbalanced, but we're now going through a purging of the darkness, of those fears, those perceptions of being blocked, of losing our freedoms. And that also can speak to a personal, mundane level, not only on a collective, cosmological level, dear friends. Deep feelings that you thought you had already dealt with or previously resolved resurface seemingly out of nowhere. Do not be concerned, for a profound healing is taking place, and at the end of this process you will feel all the better for it. The lady featured on this card emerges from the deep waters of her emotions into the light of a new day. Emotionally cleansed and rejuvenated, she now is ready to move fully into her power, free of the emotional baggage that she previously carried. This message is right on point. The affirmation, dear friends, is I allow all unresolved feelings to surface. I give thanks for the healing that is taking place. I am emotionally cleansed. I'm free of emotional baggage. I release all that no longer serves me. And we know that Plutonian energies are very strong right now, and that is the South Node in Scorpio is all about release, dear friends. And with that, I will leave you. I will be taking, of course, on Patreon another message, as I do with my the messenger is here. Messages that you receive, we also pull another oracle, divine source, message, and advice for those of you that are on Patreon, so do consider joining us. Okay, those of you on Patreon, the month ahead astrology is being done today, so you will be receiving it in the next few hours. And the new moon is just around the corner, so that will come straight after. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Love and light, my dear friends. Wishing you well. I love you lots. Do not lose the faith. Talk to you soon.